everyone, this is just a quick note to say that the bulk of this video has been recorded via a live stream I just conducted here on the channel and condensed for your viewing pleasure and entertainment. We go over the latest news, including the new pictures of Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson on set, the Tredegar filming, which is what led to that picture being taken in the first place, Catherine Tate during Eurovision, and a bunch of other stuff. Also, subscribe if you're new. We just passed 20,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for that. Still feels surreal to say. But let's keep going. I'm not keen on stopping. If you enjoy regular Doctor Who news, feel free to subscribe. Let's make this the best community we can. Subscribe if you're new. It would really help the channel out. Also, just before I passed you over to Past Theories, I was planning on covering this in the live stream, but forgot. Some new BBC trademarks have come up for the Doctor Who logo. And the trademarks include NFTs, clothing and footwear, video games, VR software plus hardware, sound recordings, and much more. So from what I can tell, they're not actually planning, because obviously the biggest thing that was kind of off-putting to a lot of people about this is the whole NFT thing. And from what I can tell, they're not actually planning on making NFTs. It's more so they're copywriting the logo or the trademark of the Doctor Who logo, so it avoids the basically creation of NFTs with the Doctor Who logo. I think that's how it works, but they've also put, trademarks down for things like, clothing and video games and sound and video and all this sort of stuff. So could that hint towards more Doctor Who merch in the future? Probably. That's pretty cool. I don't know how regularly they update their trademarks. I'd assume fairly regularly, because I think they have to be. But yeah, that's just something that I thought I'd mention here that I didn't get to mention in the original video. Back to original theories. New Doctor Who tweet with new images. Is that? What? Sorry? Russell, have you just given me the best timing ever? Thanks, Russell. Okay. This is, oh my god. It's like Shrek the Third. That was unexpected. Russell, see what I mean? I cannot have a break. I cannot have a break for 2 seconds. Because if I do, Russell T Davies comes along, and he's like, hey, here's just some new pictures. They look incredible though. Why Ruby Sunday is giving Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Anyone seeing that? Have a look at the second one. Oh my god. Ncuti Gatwa's doctors loving the wigs. We've had 2, I'm going to assume that's definitely a wig. We've had 2 wigs for this doctor. What's going on with this man's hair? Does it regenerate into different styles? They all look fantastic though. Look at that. Man, I'm so glad I went live. I wasn't expecting to have much to talk about, and then Russell just dropped some images. You can tell that I wasn't exaggerating when I said I cannot even rest without there being some new information. Oh my god, that's mad. That's giving Hamilton vibes, actually. I think it's more, from what I heard, because we're going to talk about, that's filming in Tredegar, I believe. So we're going to go over the Tredegar filming in a sec. But I think that's an Edwardian historical, I think. Because we've got an Edwardian historical, 60s historical. We've got the Christmas episode, which is presumably a modern day one, which is obviously the inciting episode for Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor. And then probably we'll have I don't know, a few space ones, I assume, because there's been a lot of interior stuff going on as well. So yeah, if you didn't know already, there is some filming going on in Newport, specifically Tredegar House, which is funny because I've actually been to Tredegar before. It's like a historical house type thing. It's happening until May 13th, and it was closed from the 9th. This is for Doctor Who filming, so presumably that's where they are right now. Here's the exterior of the building. You can see some old-timey carriages. I don't know whether they're always there, but you can see the filming scaffolding here on the building, as well as people in the replies saying that it's the episode other than the 60s episode in the current filming block and probably Regency or Georgian era. I have reason to believe both episodes in Chassel's block are very musical orientated. Okay, so it might be more than one musical themed episode. That is interesting. So Ben Chassel is the director for Block 4, I assume. I get confused between all the different blocks, because blocks and episodes are different things. Filming today at Tredegar House in Newport. Looks like setup, so expect filming in the next couple of days. Well, yeah, they've clearly got right to it. So yeah, Margam Park is also set to be a future filming location, according to the security at the location. Thank you to Mark Evans for finding that out. Appreciate you. Yeah, so it says Margam Park is going to be the next filming location, which isn't you know, a million miles away from me, so maybe I'll make it to that. Who knows? I'll try my best. Can't make any promises, but we'll see. And then, yeah, you can see here more exterior shots of the building. I'm going to assume that most of the filming is going to be interior, so don't be surprised if we don't see a lot outside of those promotional images. But it's really cool that they actually gave us those, because I fully wasn't expecting that. But yeah, it feels like every day we've been having something new. In that vein, it was announced that Catherine Tate will be the host of Eurovision. Now, we pretty much know at this point, I think it's safe to assume, given the teasers, that there's going to be some form of Doctor Who trailer or something around Eurovision, presumably before, because otherwise it'll be too late, because obviously, you know, Doctor Who, whilst it's a family show, it does appeal to a lot of kids. So I doubt they'd want to have it on too late. It starts at 8 o'clock, so I'm going to assume it's going to be before then. Plus, Eurovision doesn't tend to have breaks, so I'm going to assume it will be before. But the fact that Catherine Tate is the spokesperson is making me wonder, will she mention it in the show? Obviously, I'm not expecting it to be a huge talking point or anything like that, but I could see her perhaps making a joke about it because it's Catherine Tate. And adding to that, the Doctor Who Twitter account were like, what? With the eye emoji. I don't know why that's how that sounded in my head. But yeah, Russell just seems to want Doctor Who everywhere all the time. Like, there's always something going on with Doctor Who. And that's how it should be, in my opinion, you know? Like, I couldn't help but think, you know, looking at the Star Wars celebrations a few weeks back, like, man, wouldn't it be cool if Doctor Who was on this level? And it genuinely seems, you know, like Russell T Davies wants it to be at that level, or as close as it could possibly get, you know, with the BBC kind of, you know, budget and all that. Like, it's very exciting. He's using all these opportunities to market it in a way that I think is just genius. Eurovision, you know, announcing Sheezy at the BAFTAs. He's even teased Comic-Con before now. Like, every major event, something happens. Even the night before the coronation, they announced Jonathan Groff, who's famous for playing King George, who is, like, you know, very fun in that musical. It just seems like he has his finger on the pulse in a way that I don't think, to my opinion at least, any other showrunner has. At least when it comes to promoting things and getting that side of it down. I can't help but respect it. Dress to impress and beware the Duchess. 2 hearts plus potato. Doctor Who 2024, Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor, Millie Gibson as Ruby Sunday, and Jonathan Groff as... No, really? But what? BBC Doctor Who, BBC iPlayer, Doctor Who Magazine. Maybe we'll find out some more in Doctor Who Magazine about Jonathan Groff's character then. Why potato? What does that mean? Any suggestions? People are saying Sontaran. I don't think it'll be the Sontarans this early. However, I'm going to say one thing about the Chibnall era in its defense. I would like it if the Chibnall Sontaran design stuck around. So I actually think that design's really nice. Probably like one of the best classic monster redesigns of the revived series. Like, it's pretty much perfect. Like, the faces can be a bit wonky, but like outside of that, like visually, I think they look great. Irish episode announced. God damn it. Is that what it meant? Do you think? Do they say that? I mean, they could well do. I think, did Russell say he wanted to do that? I swear Russell might have said, Ruby Sunday is secretly Strax, confirmed. That does feel like one of my old theory video titles.